There are few organisms which live inside the water. How do they respire? Okay, so can we breathe and survive in water, children? No, right? So there are many organisms which live in water. By the way, how do they breathe underwater? So I already studied in class 6 standard that gills is a part present in a fish which helps them to use oxygen that is dissolved in water. So what is the molecular formula of water? That is H2O. And this oxygen is in the form of dissolved oxygen. Okay. So this oxygen is dissolved in the water. That dissolved oxygen is made use by all aquatic organisms, especially fish. Gills are the projections of the skin. So if you have seen fish, you can notice how gills look like. You may wonder how gills help in breathing, right? So gills are well supplied with blood vessels. So this gills, like just like our heart or lungs, so these are supplied with the blood vessels. Okay, just like us, gills also supplied with the blood vessels for exchange of gases. Okay, so this is the respiratory organ. You can notice I'm just doing it in a green sketch. You can see this one. So this part is said to be gills. Okay, the respiratory organ in case of fishes. So what about plants? How do they respire? Do plants also respire? Yes, of course. Plant is also considered as living organism, isn't it? So like other living organism, plants also respire for their survival. So this also you have studied in class 6th, and also in the first chapter nutrition in plants you have studied, right? So they also take in oxygen from the air and give out carbon dioxide. Did you ever thought about this? Even they also take up oxygen from the air and give out carbon dioxide. So children, they take oxygen and sometimes they give out carbon dioxide. So in the cells, oxygen is used to break down glucose into carbon dioxide. So in the plant cell, what is the use of oxygen? They make use of oxygen to break down the glucose into carbon dioxide as well as water. Same like in the other organism. In plants, each part can be independently take in oxygen from the air and give out carbon dioxide. So in plant, each part is responsible. Each part is independently doing this process. It is not dependent on any other part. So independently they take in oxygen from the air and give out carbon dioxide. Okay, so we have studied this in chapter 1. That is stomata we studied, right? So the leaf of the plants, every leaf of the plant body have a pores, tiny pores, that is called as stomata. What do you call it as, children? It is stomata. So that is meant for the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Okay, like all other living cells of the plants, the root cell also need oxygen to generate energy. Not only other parts, shoot system of the plant body requires oxygen or they respire, even the roots also need oxygen to generate energy. Even root cells also need energy. Even root cell also need oxygen to generate energy. Okay, roots take up air from the air spaces that is present between the soil particles. So from where do they breathe? So they take, it will be under the soil, right? Roots will be under the soil. How do they take up the air? So they do this like how they do this. So these roots will take up air from the air space that is present between the soil particles. For example, these are the soil particles, and you can see there is a space here, children. Yes, so from this space they take the hair. Okay, so here you can see root hair in between the soil particles, and this is a hair space from where the hair has been absorbed by the roots. Okay, so root is going to absorb the air from the soil and it will supply to all parts of the plant as well. Okay, so what happens in the potted plants if it is over watered? Okay, so what happens? What happens? Can you guess what happens in potted plants if over watered? So moisture will be more, and no proper like no much air is being left out to breathe for the plants, right? So respiration is said to be vital biological process, right? So all living organisms need to respire to get the energy that is needed for their survival. Okay, all living organisms they respire but in a different manner. Like how we studied respiration in humans, respiration in cockroach, respiration in earthworm, as well as in plants, fishes, right? So this is about the overall concept about respiration, children. I hope you understood this chapter. If there is any doubt, let us discuss in the live session. Okay, see you all. Have a good day.